Hello, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. It's time for Taroscopes again. We're going to be doing Taroscopes for the sign of Sagittarius. That's Sagittarius Sun, Moon, or Rising for the month of April 2025. Yep, we're in April. How was your March? Woo! March was quite a month, and April is going to be quite a month as well, in a little bit of a different way. I think things will be a lot clearer in April, but we're going to take a look at the astrology specifically for you, Sag, along with a little bit of here and there for everybody else. And then we'll do a card reading using, I'll let you know when I decide. No, I know what I know what cards I'm going to use, but I'm going to surprise you. So I just want to welcome my new subscribers. Welcome to this wonderful community of like-minded souls. To my tried and true who have been with me for years, thank you so much. I really appreciate your support over all these years. We've gone through a lot together, and hopefully we'll get to walk the path together. We'll continue to get to walk the path together. And for my members, thank you for joining my membership. I'll talk a little bit about that at the end of the video. And what else? What else? What else? I think that's it. Okay, I think that was it. There's a couple of things I want to say. It'll come up. It always does. All right, so let's get started. Um, I'm going to share my screen with you, and first thing I want to do. No, this is not you. I want to talk about just the astrology and a little bit of the numerology and Kabbalah. So we're in the fourth month, right? And the four is the Emperor card. The Emperor card is located here on the Tree of Life. It connects the Sephiroth of Uranus to the Sephiroth of the Sun. So the Sun, Uranus, right? Illumination and illumination. Lots of illumination this month. Four is also crisis and opportunity. It's about building. And of course, we can't forget, we're looking at the idea of autonomy, um, our rights to ourself, our rights to rule ourselves, okay? Self-rule, as it were. We have the universal year vibration, which is a 9. That's connected to the Hermit card. That's located here on the Tree of Life between the Sephiroth of Jupiter and the Sephiroth of the Sun. Jupiter and the Sun, more illumination. And then lastly, if we take these vibrations and add them together, we get the 13-4, which is the vibration of the death card. And it is located here on the Tree of Life. If you notice that all the paths are on this side of the tree, this is the past, this is the present, and this is the future. And so we have access to not just the past, which of course at a certain point we have to move on from, right? But also past lives. So if you have any special talents from those past lives of yours, this is the month where you can connect with them. We have a lot of things going on. We start the month with this Saturn-Uranus sextile. That's a big deal. Saturn and Uranus have been in a synodic cycle now for well, the synodic cycle lasts, I believe, 45 years, and we're at the last bit of this now, and this is a sextile that creates progressive change, Aquarian change, humanitarian change. So this is really good for that. We also have on that day Mars sextiling Uranus. The sun sextiles Mars on the 6th. Mercury stations direct on the 7th. Mercury has been moving retrograde since the 15th of March. On the same day that Venus makes a conjunction to Saturn, Saturn in Pisces, Venus in Pisces. Venus then moves on to sextiling Uranus. We have a full moon on the 12th in Libra. Libra always puts the focus on relationship. And on that same day, and Libra is a Venus-ruled sign, Venus stations direct. So April 12th, very important day. It's really, honestly, there used to be a time, and I remember this time because I lived through it, where you would look at the astrology and you'd say, oh, today will be a good day to have that meeting, have that progress meeting. Now we look at astrology and it's like, today is a good day to change our consciousness completely. Because it is, because that's the energy. It's that big. It's that big. Um, on the 16th, we have Mercury ingressing into Aries. The 17th, Mercury conjuncting Neptune at 1 degree of Aries. This is important because in next February, we're going to see Neptune and Saturn conjunct at that degree. So on the 17th, we may get a little hint of what February 2026 is going to look like. On the 18th, Mars re-enters Leo. That's important because Mars has been retrograde. It is moving direct now, and it changed direction at 17 degrees of Cancer, and that happened on the 23rd of February. So it moved through March in Cancer, moving forward for the most part, right? And that created a lot of emotions, upwelling, talk about waves, right? And now on the 18th of April. And of course, this is also the beginning of April, right? So you have Mars in Cancer, beginning of April, but it goes back into Leo, not quite out of its retrograde shadow. But the interesting thing about Mars re-entering Leo on a 31-4 day is the 31-4 sits here. It's the Sephiroth of Mars. And actually the 31-4 vibration is Mars in Leo. So you have a Mars in Leo, powerful day. You know who has a Mars in Leo? Volodymyr Zelensky. This is a big day for him. On the 19th, the Sun ingresses into Taurus. Mars makes a trine to Neptune. 20th, we have a lot of things happening. We have the Sun making a last quarter square to Mars. Sun-Mars squares are difficult. We have Mercury sextile Pluto. That's a good aspect because it deepens the mind. It also gets down to people's motivations. And Venus sextile Uranus, surprises in relationship. On the 21st, Saturn conjoins the north node of the moon. North node of the moon is in Pisces. Saturn's in Pisces. We're planting something for the future. April is going to be a very, very important month. April 23rd, the Sun square Pluto, difficult. April 24th, Venus conjunct Saturn. We already had Venus conjunct Saturn, right? Well, the difference is Venus went direct. So we have actually two Venus conjunct Saturns this month. On the 26th of April, we have the last Mars opposition to Pluto. The first one happened on the 3rd of November. That was 2 days before the election. The second one happened, I think it was on the second day, first or second, or maybe it was the third day of January. So right at the beginning of the year. And this is the last one. And it has been a doozy. So we'll see what that means. And then on April 27th, we have the new moon in Taurus. Good, good. And then the 30th of April, we have Venus ingress into Aries. So Venus is ingressing into Aries at the end of the month. The end of last month, we had Neptune ingress into Aries. So this is pretty powerful warrior, feminine warrior energy. And also power for healing. Power for healing. Okay, so that's the astrology. Let me pull you to your specific chart. And we'll see where like all of this is, oops, sorry, I just passed you up. All of this is hanging out for you, right? This is where everything's hanging out for you. We have, let's see here, Sag. Let's look at Jupiter first because it's your ruling planet, Sag. It's moving direct now in your house of relationships, opening up opportunities for relationships, opening up opportunities for communication, and not just talking but listening, because it is this house, natural house for Libra, deals with our ability to also listen and be a sounding board for each other. We have the Sun start the month, of course, in Aries, and then moving into Taurus on the 20th, I believe it is. Or the 19th, moves into Aries on the 9th, Taurus on the 19th. The sun is illuminating your house of children, creative self-expression, and then it moves into your house of health. And you also have a new moon in your house of health that's happening on the 27th. So at the end of the month, that's a good time to start a new like health regime because the sixth house is the house of health. Um, all right, we have let's see, Venus. Where are you, Venus? Here's Venus. Venus starts the month. Oop, there should be a red Venus here. She's not there. Uh-oh, I gotta put her in. Starts the month retrograde in Pisces, turns around, and then moves back into Aries on the last day of the month. Um, and so she's been sort of poking around in your fourth and your fifth house, fourth house being the family relationships, mother, father, issues, also the house of soul, and then the fifth house, the house of children. So there's actually a lot of energy for you, Sagittarius, around your family and the people that you kind of see every day, your family, and then maybe your kids, and then your work, your everyday work. So there's a lot. So you've been very busy. We'll say that, Sag. You've been very busy. Of course, now Pluto is sitting in that third house and it's going to be there for, oh, I don't know, another 19 years or so, bringing more depth to your already enormous brain. So big things happening for Sag, and lucky us, because we certainly need the perspective. Mercury is, let's see, Mercury is direct. No, goes direct. No, Mercury goes direct. So Mercury starts the month. Now, where is she? It's actually Mercury isn't it. Starts the month in Pisces, stations direct, and then moves forward back into Aries. So we have a lot of energy at that um, Aries Pisces axis again, right? That's a theme. That was a big theme um, the first 3 months of the year. It still continues to be a big theme. Um, the emergence of a new consciousness. Full moon is up here in the 11th house. This is illumination. And the 11th house is your house of friends, you know. So this could be a very pleasant new moon, actually. It could be a pleasant new moon for you. We do have Uranus in conjunct this full moon, which can bring some irritating surprises to the party. But all in all, I think a maybe like you get to see who your friends really are. It could be that too. All right, and then the full moon, I mean the new moon, as I said here in Taurus, in that sixth house at the end of the month, the 27th. But a really powerful astrological month and a busy month for Sagittarius. Okay, let me no, I just have to okay, there we go. All right, so now I'm going to do a card reading with all of that in mind. And I'm going to be using the Crow Tarot. Yes, okay, I thought it was upside down. So what does Sagittarius need to be aware of in the month of April? Let's give some advice for Sagittarius. What story will the cards tell? What story will the cards tell? Okay. We start with, ooh, the four of wands, a celebration. Oh, good. I like this. So you have something to celebrate as you start this month. Something to celebrate. Let's see what challenges that. Things are moving really, really fast. In fact, you might be at the party and somebody says, "We gotta go," and because it's important, you gotta go. So, but there is things happening very quickly. There's a lot of movement. I think the challenge is to still enjoy yourself through the movement. You do have that fifth house kind of full this month, so we have the four of swords underneath it all, like at the root of the deal. This says to me that you need to get more rest, honestly. You need to get more rest. You need to get more rest. So what I would say is you're coming in with this four energy. Of course, we're in a 4 month crisis and opportunity. Um, so the four of fire celebration, but at the root of it is the four of swords, which is usually means that you have to, it's like mental rest. You need your mental rest. You need your mental rest. And I think then the challenge is all the changes that are happening. So you have some personal commitments that you need to do that have already been agreed on, and they're celebratory in nature. It's not like, you have to go get your teeth cleaned. It's like, oh, they're having a party in your honor because you're such a success. But underneath it all is that you have to remember that you also have to get your rest because your life is really sort of taken off right now. It's kind of exciting. Yeah, there it goes, taken off. In the past, lots of things coming at you, lots of information, lots of stimulus, lots of messages. You trying to navigate all of that. No wonder you're tired. No wonder you're tired. In the sky, your guiding star. So Spirit wants you to know that they have your back, that you can depend, that you're on your right path, that this is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Wow, that's pretty nice. Your immediate future, or the card for the month, money, 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 money. So you actually lots of resources coming in this month. Um, some of it could be from family. It could be, somebody passes in the family and you get some sort of inheritance. But this also could be due to the work that you've done. And so, if you're getting the 10 of Pentacles this month, then you can go on a vacation, go rest, go by the seashore, go to a meditation. There's a place here in Massachusetts. You can go on these silent meditations and you can't say anything. So you go and they do yoga and you get massages and all that stuff. And you have to just not say anything, which is really hard to do. They say I haven't never really done it myself. But I have a friend who did it and she was like, you're not saying anything and all this stuff comes up. All this stuff comes up and comes out. So it's pretty I'm not saying you have to do that. I'm just mentioning it because it came up. How it's seen from the outside, a change in fortune for you. A good change. Good change. Woo. Woo, Sag. All right. Okay. Domestic situation, just, you know, holding your money close. This is a difficult time. There's a lot of instability in the markets and this, that, and the other thing. So you want to just, keep the spending down, keep things, know where your money is, just you've worked hard for this. There's a lot coming in, but you want to hold on to some of it, right? You want to make sure that you got the taxes right and all that stuff so you don't end up paying more than you have to. Um, Hopes and fears, the Hierophant. The Hierophant deals with traditional wisdom. Sometimes it's like church, and government, but it's wisdom based on a lot of practice and understanding of human nature, to a certain extent, and also human needs, and also that small still voice that's within you. So you hope that your small still voice is right. It is. And the outcome is the King of Swords. Look at you with your sword. King of Swords is somebody who has good judgment. It can sometimes be like a military person, or it could be a lawyer or a judge. It has that energy. But I feel like this is you. This is like you're not going to the lawyer. This is you, sure in what you know, utilizing good judgment and sort of being in charge of yourself, being in charge of your mind. Okay? Knowing how to use your mind. to build the foundations. These are really nice cards, Sag. In a way, very unsag, because Sag is usually, I'm free to do what I want any old time. But this energy is like, yes, that may be true, but Sag also very hard workers. So they've worked hard to get where they are. I'm going to pick three more, see if I can get a major arcana. I get the Ace of Wands, which is new creative projects. After you get plenty of rest. Okay. The Hanged Man, looking at things from a different perspective. I want to say that the next thing that you create is going to be about looking at things from a different perspective. It's not going to be the same information that you did previous. It's going to be still a story, still something connected to you, but different from what you've done before. Okay, underneath it all, we have the Three of Cups. So celebration. The Knight of Swords. This is the person who's willing to fight the good fight, but you do have to be careful that you don't jump into anything too quickly because you take on the responsibility. And then again, the Seven of Pentacles, you need to watch your resources. Just keep an eye on the resources. Okay. That was twice it said. Okay, I'll be right there. So, oh, did I? I didn't look at what was underneath, did I? Sorry, my husband interrupted me. Oh, I did look at what was underneath. Yes, yes, I did that. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, now let's do a animal oracle card for you. See what animal you can vibe with this month. Alrighty, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, this will get a little noisy. Apologies. Okay, maybe not as noisy as I think. Okay. Animal spirit. What does Sag need to know? What does Sagittarius, the sign of Sagittarius? Give me space, lots of space. Do 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 do. Don't fence me in. That's always the song I sing in my head when I think of Sagittarius. I do have certain songs for certain signs. Crow spirit. Ooh, crow spirit. Wow. And we use the crow deck, right? Wow. All right. Let's see. Where's the other? Uh-oh. I have to find a little booklet. Oh, it's in. No. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. I got interrupted, so now I have to get myself together here. All right, 17. 17 is the star card in the tarot. Hope, democracy. Crow, spirit, co-create with spirit. Look at you, co-create with spirit. See? Spirit already has some ideas for your new thing. As you look around, you can sense the magic that pulses through the world. Have you witnessed how every thought can become a thing? How every intention can call the universe into action? As the sacred laws shape what you experience, the universe works in perfect order. When you align your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs with spirit, you will want to crow with delight, feeling the excitement and wonder of being in harmony with something much larger than yourself. Crow Spirit asks, Crow Spirit says you are right on target now to see your dreams magically come into being in the visible world. The law of abundance, compensation, frequency, and praise are operating in your favor now. Remember to be grateful and praise what is yours, even if it is still coalescing into form, still residing in the invisible realms of co-creation. No matter what area of your life you're concerned with now, what you hope for is on its way, for spirit is your co-creation partner. And so I would watch for the crows. I would definitely watch for messages from the crow. Exciting, right? Amazing. All right. Well, it looks like it's going to be a grand month for you, darling. Have yourself a wonderful month. Take care of yourself. Um, like and subscribe if you haven't. And just a little about the membership. I have two levels. One is called Starlets, and one is called Star Seekers, I believe. Or is it Star Seekers? The Star Seeker one is a little bit more, but that has a little bit more astrology and some of the more technical stuff on it. And would love to have you. Otherwise, I'll see you again. I do these every month, and every morning I go through the garden and we talk about the stars and look at what's popping up from the God's green earth or the goddess's green earth. And as a Sag, I know you love nature, so you will love going on that journey with us. All right, take care, everyone. Have a wonderful month, and I'll see you again in May, one of my favorite months. Take care.